So you isolate the valves in front of the leak and behind the leak, and then let it bleed down.
And we're talking to local first responders about the potential for the same kind of incident here in the valley.
Channel 5's Christian von Preissing with how pipeline fires are contained and prevented.
Around the valley, fire departments train for all kinds of scenarios. Here, the Edinburgh Fire Department also trains for how to respond to an incident involving a pipeline.
The simulation is controlled. The scenario is real. This is part of training inside this concrete structure. There's a controlled fire. Several units responding, training to get into the building, practicing getting out, navigating through the fog with a mask on and heavy gear. Today, it's a simulated house fire. Tomorrow,
our response piece is to isolate.
The possibility that a natural gas pipeline could rupture and burn. It's something they also prepare for.
We have a list that has every company, their name, their contact numbers, so that we can alert them immediately in the event of an emergency.
Pipelines are all over the valley, crossing through neighborhoods in front of schools.
All our schools are close by.
Here along Malone Drive in front of Progresso Middle School, there's an 8-inch natural gas pipeline underground. The people who live and work along this road.
Whoever's in charge of that should take care of having everything checked out.
When seeing the pipeline fire that burned in Corpus Christi Monday morning, Edinburgh Fire Chief Sean Snyder says this is a better scenario than others. He says it's better when natural gas is being consumed rather than blown away. When the gas is free and isn't burning, there's a danger, and they have to clear an even wider area.
What do we need to do to eliminate that human hazard out of that area, the downwind flow of that gas?
Next, the goal is to cut off the valves on both sides of the pipeline and stop the flow where the leak is happening. Snyder says fire departments may join forces.
Not any one city is prepared to deal with natural gas emergencies of significant portions by themselves. We have a regional team that could be called in the event that that city needs assistance.
For the general public, watch for these signs. They mean pipelines are just below ground, warning you not to dig.
You always want to be very cautious when you see those right-of-ways and the signs. That's a key indicator to stay away from it.
For fires, rescues, and other emergencies, Snyder says his team is preparing for what comes their way.
So keep an eye out for those signs in the area which could indicate that a pipeline is there. And Snyder also says if you have plans to dig, make sure you call it in first so you avoid any kind of problems. In Edinburgh, Christian von Preissing, Channel 5 News at 10.